let's just get this over with, man. Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate, a sequel to Megamind, and 14 years later, it's just not even worth it. This is obviously the worst animated film of the year, and I'm just sitting here wondering, how did DreamWorks mess this up so badly? The first film was fine, so at that point, why would you even make a sequel to begin with? Well, Phil, why aren't you watching the first Megamind instead of this garbage sequel? I just want to talk about it just to get it out of my chest because it has been bothering me till that one fateful day on March 1st. So, I decided to talk about it so I don't even have to bring it up ever again in my life. And to start things off, the elephant in the room. The animation is awful and they called this a sequel! Now, when DreamWorks makes a show, it's always expected for the animation to look stale, but I didn't expect Megamind to get this treatment. And it's a new film that released on Peacock, and yet they decided to make it look low budget as possible. It somewhat replicates the problem with Disney sequels in the 90s when the animation is completely different. And the worst part is that there are a few animation errors, with the biggest examples being the tennis balls. They don't even come out of the gun, they just appear out of thin air with no rotation whatsoever. Cool. Yeah, the animation is just bad, it's just terrible. I'm better off watching the Tales of Arcadia trilogy on Netflix. And then we have the Doom Syndicate, Megamind's old crew from back in the day. And first off, where was this mentioned in the first film? Because in the first film, Megamind tried to defeat Metro Man several times, so when did he have the time to form up a crew? Again, it replicates the problems with Disney sequels in terms of villains. For an example, Morgana from The Little Mermaid 2. Apparently she's Ursula's sister, but if that was the case, it would have been brought up in the first Little Mermaid, but no. And their character designs look so cheap and generic. It's like if DreamWorks walked into a dollar store, found the rip-off superhero toy and said, perfect! And also, it reminds me of the terrific trio from Batman Beyond, but one more member and they have totally different abilities, except for the big guy. And also, there is this fish trio, and all I can say right now is that they just exist for no apparent reason. They got a fish tank and a sawfish, so that's something, right? I don't know, I just don't like them. Man, Phil, it must be tough spending an hour and 20 minutes on a bad sequel. Well, here's the thing, I didn't. You really think I would spend that amount of time on a movie like this? I'd rather spend that time watching Chicken Run than this. So yeah, Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate, it stinks. I honestly thought there would be some kind of redeeming qualities here, but no, there isn't. The animation is terrible, the humor is stale, the original cast hasn't returned, and it's such a slap in the face to the fans of the first film. -3 out of 10, I'm done here. Now with that out of my chest, I can finally move on to other things. Darn it.